Buckle up, everybody, because today we're going deep on AI-designed nanomaterials.
Oh, yeah. That's
It,
going to be a fun one.
it is.
Yeah.
Our source is this really cool article from Live Science,
I love
and
this article.
it's really got me thinking, like, are we living in a sci-fi novel?
It's one of those things where you read it and you're like, wait, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, is this actually happening right now?
Like a material as light as foam, but as strong as steel?
Yeah.
I mean, is that really what they're saying?
That's the claim.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to this new frontier of nano-architected materials.
Okay.
And so, think of it like this.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about the material itself.
Right.
We're talking about the structure,
Yeah.
the intricate microscopic structure that gives it its properties.
Oh,
I mean, it's like if you're designing a building to withstand incredible forces,
yeah.
but on a nanoscale,
So have scientists not always been trying to optimize the structure of materials?
they have absolutely. I mean, that's a fundamental part of material science.
So what makes AI the key all of a sudden?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So traditional methods, they kind of hit a wall.
Okay.
When things get this small and this complex,
Yeah.
there are just too many variables to consider,
Right.
too many possible configurations.
Yeah.
It's like trying to solve a puzzle, but the puzzle has billions of pieces.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so AI is like our super-powered puzzle solver then.
exactly. That's a
Yeah.
great way to put it.
Okay.
So researchers, they use this machine learning algorithm.
Yeah.
They feed it tons and tons of data about different nanoarchitectures and how they performed under stress.
Okay.
And here's where it gets really mind-blowing.
Yeah.
The AI didn't just copy existing designs. It actually learned from the data
Wow.
and came up with completely new geometries.
The AI got creative.
It did. It's pretty remarkable.
Wow.
These new geometries were unlike anything humans had ever designed before.
And that's how they got a material 5 times stronger than titanium.
Yeah. Right, 5 times stronger.
But you said there's always a trade-off, so what's the catch?
You're right. There is.
Yeah.
Typically, when we're talking about strength in these types of materials, it comes with brittleness. Think of a ceramic plate.
Right.
It's strong, but it'll shatter if you drop it.
Yeah.
And that's been a major limitation for these nano-architected materials.
So how did this material overcome that?
That's the genius of it.
Yeah.
The algorithm, it wasn't just looking for strength.
Okay.
It was looking for the optimal balance of strength and toughness.
Oh.
It was able to design a structure that could withstand stress and resist fracturing.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
So the article mentions lighter, more fuel-efficient components for things like planes and cars and even spacecraft.
Yeah.
I mean, are we talking about a future where everything is built with this stuff?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yep.
This is still early stage research.
Right.
There's some big challenges to overcome, like scaling up production.
Yeah, like how do you go from
Right.
tiny little samples to something you can actually build with?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're going to have, AI-designed cars rolling off the assembly line tomorrow.
Right.
But it is still pretty exciting to think about the possibilities.
Yeah. What else could this lead to?
I mean, just imagine the impact on industries beyond transportation.
Okay.
Like, what if we could create lighter, stronger building materials
Oh, yeah.
or medical implants that are more durable
Yeah.
and biocompatible?
That would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are really pretty mind-blowing.
So we're talking a potential revolution in materials science.
I think so.
Wow.
And this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
As AI learns and improves, who knows what incredible materials it might design next.
That's a great point and a great place to end this first part of our deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's wild to think that we usually think about AI with stuff like self-driving cars
Right.
or like writing code. But this is different. It feels different.
Yeah, it really does blur the lines, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you think about the future of design and engineering. Like, are we going to get to a point where AI is taking the lead?
Like AI is the designer.
Exactly. And humans are kind of like the overseers, making sure it's all on track.
So then what happens to human engineers?
I think it definitely changes things. I mean, AI can analyze huge amounts of data, way more than we ever could.
Yeah.
It can explore all these crazy design options that we might never even think of.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, human intuition and expertise are still going to be crucial.
Right.
We're the ones who have to look at those AI designs and say, okay, does this actually make sense? Do the
Yeah.
benefits outweigh the risks?
Right.
Can we actually build this thing?
You know what it sounds like?
Yeah.
It sounds like a partnership. Like
Basically.
AI brings its crazy analytical power and all its creativity to the table.
Yeah.
And we bring our experience, our judgment, the whole ethical side of things.
Absolutely. It's like a collaboration.
Yeah.
And I think as that partnership evolves, who knows what we'll be able to achieve.
Well, the article focused mainly on transportation,
Yeah.
but I keep thinking about all the other areas where lighter, stronger materials could totally change the game.
Oh, absolutely.
What about like construction?
Yeah.
Imagine buildings that are way lighter and more resistant to earthquakes.
Right. And using less material.
Yeah.
So it takes less energy to build them in the first place.
What about medical devices?
Oh, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine implants that are stronger and last longer.
And they work better with the body.
Exactly.
This could have a massive impact on sustainability.
Oh, for sure.
Like if we can use less material and make everything more efficient,
Uh-huh.
that's got to be good for the planet.
Yeah, lighter materials means less fuel consumption,
Yeah.
less waste.
Less pollution.
Exactly. A smaller carbon footprint all around.
We're not talking about tiny little improvements here.
Yeah.
This is like changing the way we design and build everything.
Yeah, a whole new way of thinking about materials.
It's funny, we started this whole deep dive talking about a material that sounded like it came straight out of a comic book.
I know, right? It's like science fiction come to life.
But it's a good reminder that sometimes science fiction isn't that far off from reality.
Exactly.
What was once just imagination is now becoming real, thanks to technology and this crazy fusion of AI and materials science.
I mean, it really makes you wonder what other impossible materials are out there just waiting to be discovered.
Like, what if we could have self-healing materials or materials that can, like, change their properties on demand?
Right, like something straight out of a movie.
I mean, the possibilities are endless.
They really are. And with AI taking a bigger and bigger role, I think we're just getting started.
I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Me too. This is definitely a field worth paying attention to.
It's pretty amazing how we went from talking about this material that sounds like something out of a comic book to like a full-blown revolution in all kinds of industries.
Yeah, it really is. And it's happening so fast, too. I mean,
Yeah.
this article just came out,
I know.
and it already feels like we're on the verge of something huge.
It does, and it makes you think, innovation can come from anywhere.
Yeah,
Who would have thought that AI would be the key to unlocking this whole world of nanomaterials?
it's like a perfect example of what happens when you bring different fields together.
Yeah.
You get these unexpected breakthroughs.
Like combining AI and materials science, I mean, that's not something you see every day.
No, not at all.
And I think that's a really important takeaway for everyone listening.
I agree. We tend to put AI in its own box,
Right.
but this shows us that it can have a huge impact in areas we might not even consider.
Yeah, like who would have thought AI could help us create crazy new material?
Exactly. It just goes to show that AI can be this incredible tool for solving really complex problems and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And in this case, it's leading to these new materials that are not just stronger and lighter,
Yeah.
but also better for the environment.
Right, exactly. It's a win-win all around.
So to everyone listening out there, pay attention to this stuff because the future of materials is getting really, really interesting.
It is.
And it's all thanks to this awesome partnership between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Who knows? Maybe someday we'll all be using products and technologies that were made possible by AI-designed materials.
That's a pretty exciting thought.
It is. The future is full of possibilities.
And that about wraps up this deep dive into the world of AI-designed nanomaterials.
It was a good one.
I had a blast.
Me too.
Always a pleasure chatting with you.
Likewise.
And until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of science and technology.